Hello everyone, this is RTR here. You're looking at my player review for today. And today I'm going to show you my captain, who is Alan Smith for Newcastle. And usually nobody wants to buy him because he's already age 28. And his stats are pretty average, except for his mental. His mental is actually very good. But his physical attributes and technical attributes are in the lacking, and so not many people will want to buy him or are bothered with him. And I have even some comments that to ask me to encourage me to sell him off because he is weak, presumably. And let me just show you, this is the old photo, or sorry, the old screenshot that I've made ever since I started the game. You can see a little trademark a watermark here, and yep, this is his stats. Let me just show you the new look. Alright, the new look, and look at here. He grew so much. If you can see it in comparison, alright, he grew so much from being a weak player with so little stats, good stats I mean, or attributes, into a very decent player that can be a dominant force in the midfield. As you can see here, his physical attributes are actually improving, and at 30 years old he is still improving. I kind of wonder why, but I believe that's because his natural fitness is good. And another thing that spurs him to improve is because of his personality. Let me just show you real quick. He's a perfectionist. Alright, a perfectionist usually has very high ambition. And when you have very high ambition and determination, of course, you usually the player usually wants to set themselves to improve. And with professionalism, they can improve further than what you think they can. What do I mean by that? Meaning, usually in FM, those people who use, including myself in the past, I used editors and to play around, and therefore I know that they have stuff like potential ability and current ability. Now I did some research on my own and proved me wrong, and it's not set on stones, but what happens is I noticed that professional players tend to have better stats than normal players, even if they have the same current ability. And for Alan Smith, he is actually a very professional player, ambitious and determined. You can see his determination is at 20, influence at 17. And the reason why I have kept him for so many years is because of this very strong mental attribute. With very good determination, your team will not be so easily taken aback by a goal. And that's why I kept him for so long and played him for many matches, and now he became a dominant force in the midfield section. Alright, he may not be able to shoot or do some fancy passes, but hey, he is a midfield general, able to hold his own against the younger players and able to steal the ball or muscle them away if he needs to. Alright, the only thing that I have the only complaints that I have against him is because he fouls too easily, he gets red cards too easily, he gets too many yellow cards easily, and that's about it. All I do is just to buy more midfielders to rotate him around, since if he's ruled out for a professional foul, I might as well just hire more youngsters for midfield. I mean, another way to groom young players. And so I'm gonna set him out as a mentor over other midfielders, especially the central midfield, because his determination is really excellent with good influence. Also, he has a very perfectionist mentality, and I believe that, if I'm not wrong, determination, ambition and professionalism marks a perfectionist. And let me just show you the positions for Alan Smith. Alright, he stays back at all times, so he's a kind of a midfield general, meaning he holds the position and makes sure that no one gets past him. And he dives into tackles, which is a good welcome because it's only at midfield. Alright, not a big deal if it's I had problems with defenders who dives into tackles at when they are a central defender, because when they dive in the box, the referee sees that and immediately awards the other team a penalty. That is irritating. Anyway, yeah, so that's about Alan Smith. He dives with tackles, but that's in the midfield section. I'm okay with that. And what else? His reports. Alright, let me show you. Okay, Colin Calderwood says that he's okay. There's not too much difference between Rafael van der Vaart and Alan Smith, but I beg to differ. Rafael van der Vaart is very technical and very strong in attacking, but Alan Smith is just pure weak in attacking. He holds the positions instead. But that's the computer. Colin Calderwood needs to go through some backroom staff training. But what's more importantly is that, okay, you can see here that Colin Calderwood believes Smith is a perfectionist who constantly strives for improvement. Oh, that is a very pretty personality to have in your FM. Really, really good. Try to find these kinds of players and set them up for captain, because if they are captains, usually they influence the younger players, and the younger players get that kind of, gets the perfectionist bug, and that's what you want. Alright, and he's a very good team player, and that's why I keep him. And yes, Alan Smith, not many people like him because he's poor at the start, as you can see here. Very poor stats here in the technical attributes and in the physical. Alright, he can't really run and accelerate, but given some time, he turns into a butterfly. And yes, he has poor decisions. That's a sad thing. I thought that if he has better decisions, he would make a perfect midfield general, able to command the midfield section. But it's alright. His other stats are really made up for it, and so there goes for Alan Smith. And that's all, folks. And if you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at RTR Football Manager, or you can visit my blog at footballmanagersite.com. And yes, I see you for the next video.